Hey guys, Claire here, and today we're going to talk about something that I think all new moms go through and experience in some way, shape, or form, which is the trials and tribulations of breastfeeding. And I was pretty lucky. James is a pretty good latcher, but we did have some issues at the beginning, trying to kind of get into a groove and figure things out. So I wanted to share some of the items that really helped me when it came to getting kind of like my breastfeeding in gear. I really do think that people need to be very compassionate surrounding breastfeeding. It's not something to punish women about. I think it's really easy for women to feel guilty, to not have the, perfect or ultimate sort of newborn experience. And breastfeeding can be really frustrating because sometimes your baby just doesn't care about your priorities and, all the great nutrients and, immune system benefits of breast milk. They're just going to be kind of bratty about it. Just that's what happens. So I definitely think it's something that, if it's been a really frustrating trip for you, just please be kind to yourself and know that so many women are going through the exact same thing. So to kick it off, I'm going to share the product that literally changed everything for me. So I don't know how well you can see it, because let me tell you, in the middle of the night when I'm groping on my side counter, finding this thing is almost impossible. But this is the Medela Nipple Shield. And I was having issues at the very beginning with James latching, and it really hurt. It was, very challenging. He seemed to get very frustrated really easily. So I had a lactation specialist come and sit with me, and we kind of figured it out. And I will say, first and foremost, if you have not spoken to a lactation specialist, I recommend it. I think it's something that even if you are killing it with breastfeeding, it's a good idea to just meet with one in the first couple weeks of bringing home your newborn. It just kind of helps you get your head in gear. And she was watching me try to feed him. She's like, okay, well, can we try like a $10 experiment? And I was like, all right. So she pulled this out of her bag. I put it on, and completely different experience. James was latching. I didn't wince. I still wince a little bit, but it wasn't like this kind of experience when he latches on. Because he eats really intensely. And it just kind of solved all my problems. I have just really short nipples, basically. And so if you have short or flat or inverted nipples, the nipple guard is fantastic because it gives the baby something to really latch onto, and it means they're not going to get frustrated. Because especially if you're engorged, it can be kind of like a baby trying to latch onto like a bowling ball or a cantaloupe. There's really nothing for them to kind of get into. So this thing works amazingly well. It also kind of preserves your nipples. So if you're getting just like chewed up and it really is painful, or they're cracking or whatever, this gives you just like a tiny, very thin kind of barrier between you and baby, and it just kind of keeps things from becoming ugly really quickly. So I love this thing. The other reality of breastfeeding is pumping. And full disclosure, I hate pumping. It is my least favorite thing about just babies in general, because it's just like one other thing to do. But it's necessary because you want to have a backstock, you get engorged, you have to do it. It's so annoying. But I will say I learned the difference between a good pump and a sort of okay pump. So I have the Medela Freestyle, which I use for now, like in the car, or if I'm on the go, or if I'm traveling, because it's battery operated, which is great. So it, you can take it with you. You don't have to be plugged in anywhere. If I wanted to pump at the beach, I could pump at the beach, which I definitely would not do. But it took probably like, 30, 35 minutes to really, do it right. And for me, when I work on set, I needed something that was a little more powerful, a little bit faster. So you definitely should see if you can get a pump through your insurance, because then you can get something that's hospital grade. So I got the Medela Pump and Style, which is this guy right here. Here you can see this is what it is. And this is really just awesome. It goes really quickly. Like, I plug myself in, and in 10 minutes, I get what the Freestyle would do in like 30. So with this bad boy, in like one sitting, I can have like 8 ounces of milk. It's insane. So I'm really into this. It's really good for me. And on set, it's just like fast and easy to do. I played around with a few different nursing pillows. And some of the ones I saw on the market, they were honestly just like too hard, which is weird because, with a baby, one thing I'm realizing is James just kind of like gets into weird positions. He likes to punch me if I'm trying to feed him. He just gets like, he's just very busy. And so I needed something that was soft, that I could kind of squish under him really easily with one hand. Because that's one thing I'm learning about motherhood. You kind of have to learn how to do everything with just one hand, because the other hand is holding a baby. So I love these pillows. These are by Lullaby. I got them from the Pump Station, which is a place in LA that's amazing. It has like literally everything you need for new moms. It's fabulous. But what I love about this is it's super soft. So you can see this is really plush, and it's really squishy. So it's easy for you to move underneath everything. So this is the travel size. This is the little guy. I use this for tummy time, and I use this honestly more like for me. I put it behind my neck, but it's great. And they also make an awesome back pillow. And so continuing on the pumping thread, I have this bra by Simple Wishes, and this is pretty amazing. So it's basically a hands-free bra. So you can do this, and I can be on my phone, I can be watching TV, I can be doing things with both hands, I can be on my computer. It's kind of a game changer. When I first started pumping, my husband made fun of me because I would be sitting there holding the pumps to my breast and then just would fall asleep and then just get covered in milk, and it was such a disaster. Wow, what a learning curve. And having this bra literally just made pumping from the absolute worst to just kind of a slightly burdensome chore. So love this bra. One funny thing that just I didn't even think about but makes sense now that I've experienced it is that when you have your milk come in, you leak, right? That's just what it is. Everyone knows that you leak breast milk everywhere. So you always have to have nipple pads, and it's just so you don't wake up, you know, in the morning covered in as like a milky mess. But what this weirdly means is then you have to sleep in a bra, because at least for me, because the nipple pads don't stick to anything otherwise, and they don't stay in place. So, you know, sleeping in a bra, that's not very comfortable. So what I ended up doing, because I just got sick of it, I slept in my nursing bra for like a week, and I was like, this is stupid. So I needed to get something else. So I grabbed this bra by Cosabella. But what I love about this bra is it's not underwire. It's really soft. And it's actually, it's supportive a little bit. Like, you know, I don't really wear this out of the house because for me, I need something way more supportive, but it's perfect for sleeping. So you can put your, you know, nipple pads in there, you can sleep, it's comfortable, it's really easy to just like pull to the side for breastfeeding, and it's great. So, you know, just if you are pregnant now and thinking about things you need to buy, I would recommend this because it just makes it so much easier for sleeping in the evening. The other two things, obviously a burp cloth. I really love this one by Aden and Anais. It has a really great texture to it. It's nice and waffled, so it kind of soaks everything up, so it's super thick. Very nice. And then also by Aden and Anais are their swaddles. They have the softest swaddles. And it's funny, James doesn't really like being swaddled that much. I feel like he resents it when we get him in a swaddle. He always seems very mad and like as if we're trying to restrict him or something, and like, you know, he doesn't seem to enjoy it. It doesn't calm him down very much. So I actually use these swaddles as little pillows for under his head. So for me, I will like roll this up in a ball, shove it under his head while he's feeding, and that's gonna help keep him elevated. So I love these. It also, this is really silly, but he's a messy eater. I think most babies are. So sometimes I'll also kind of tuck this underneath me like this and then breastfeed, so that if he does get breast milk everywhere, it's fine. It's on the swaddle, not on me. Both him and I have had to take lots of showers because we were literally covered in dairy product. And then speaking of nipple pads, these are the ones I'm using. This is by Lansinoh. And what I like about these is it has a crease in it, so it actually really contours to the shape of your breast, which is great. And yeah, it does a good job of keeping everything dry. Like I've liked these a lot more than some of the other ones. Some of the other ones literally just feel like flat, just kind of like I stuffed tissue in my bra, like a middle schooler kind of. So what I like about these is they, you know, hold on to everything, and it does a really good job. So I like these a lot. And in terms of bottles, I really love these ones by Lifefactory, and make sure to get a low flow nipple for your bottle, because I mean, James chug-a-lugs. He drinks so fast. He can down like an entire bottle in just a couple of minutes. So we want to do the low flow because otherwise my boobs will become super frustrating and annoying rather than mildly frustrating and annoying, which is what they are right now. First off, they just feel really good. I love the color, I love the look. They're glass, which is great, and they're just really nice and easy to handle. And they come in a ton of different sizes, so that's cool. So he's a little guy now, so he just needs the little one, but as he grows, they have giant bottles, which is so weird to think about him being big enough to drink that much. Last but not least, the pacifier. James loves his pacifier, what can I say? And I really like this one by NOK. It's entirely made out of silicone, so it's all one piece. So there aren't multiple pieces that he can choke on or break apart or something like that. So you don't have to worry about your infant having superhuman strength and choking on something. But yeah, I love this, and they come in a ton of really fun colors, and to me they look like candy. But I have one of these everywhere. I have one of these in his crib, at the diaper station, in my diaper bag, on my bedside table. It's just, our entire house is littered with pacifiers. We cannot have this more than like 18 inches from anybody at any given time. It's definitely a lifesaver. All right, well, those are some of the products that really, really helped me kind of get my groove going with my son when it comes to breastfeeding. Like I said, it's very frustrating. It's not easy, and there are some nights where he completely kicks my ass. Last night was one of those nights where I tried to feed him. I fed him, fully on both. He kept falling asleep, and then he woke up 30 minutes later starving, but then I was out of milk. I just was like, ugh, James. Very frustrating. But it is what it is. That's what motherhood is, right? So I just want to encourage everybody out there who is also breastfeeding, just, stay strong. And it's a good experience. It's a great way of bonding with your kid, and there's definitely benefits to it, but it doesn't mean it's not challenging for the mom every now and then. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do any of you guys use these products too? I'm curious what your experiences have been with them. Also, too, your experience with breastfeeding. I'm planning on kind of riding the breastfeeding wave kind of as long as James is on board with it, so we'll see. That could be 6 months, could be a year. Anyway, but yeah, I'd love to hear about your experiences and any hot mom tips on breastfeeding for success. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later and see you soon. Bye.